My Adventures with Superman, episode 4 of season 2. Just dropped on Max, so let's talk about what a great episode. Not one of my favorites season, but I think this does have a lot of character to it. In this episode, that's kind of two main plots, but the main plots, one is a lot heavier, I think, than the other until we get towards the end of the episode. So I'll talk about the one that has heavier implications. Basically, Lois, we get kind of more character with Lois and her dad about how they've been moving from city to city and how she has kind of been dealing with a lot of that trauma of losing her mom and her dad not really being there for her, and how she's just trying to make her dad stay. And finally, he agrees to trust her and move in with her, which is just really nice. And you know, part of it is he's trying to protect his daughter, but still, you know, it's still not great parenting, but he's learning to be better for his daughter. And what I also really like about that character stuff, I think that shows a lot of what how this character is on an emotional level, and just a lot of that great moments there. I just love a lot of that. I think all that really works. And I think that also adds a lot to why it's such a big deal in the last episode of why Lois is having such a hard time moving from her town to a new town with this new job offer. I mean, she hasn't even really brought up to her dad or Clark. Yeah, and Clark at the end of this episode is now feeling more alone and isolated because basically Jimmy gets invited to this, what he thinks is like an event about aliens and stuff, ends up being an anti-Superman event where they frame Superman, and Jimmy runs off at the end. It's just a lot of emotions there, and I think seeing that beautiful moment where Clark calls out to uh, his cousin Kara, aka Supergirl, was a great moment. I think honestly, I'd be shocked if we see her before the end of the season. I think that's a season 2, like, either cliffhanger or big moment at the end of the season where she flies in the last minute to save them. She's like, "Hey, cuz, what's up?" And then this leaves the door open for some stuff next season. We'll see how all that goes, but that's the way I'm starting to feel with that, and I'm just really excited about all that. And I think also seeing the moment where Lois's dad says to Lois that, "Hey, you know, um, you know, if her friends really cared about her, they'd keep in touch." And I think that's a moment saying what's going to happen this next season is uh, she is going to move, and Jimmy, Lois, and Superman are all going to have to keep in touch that way. Which again, your boyfriend can fly, so like he has super speed. Like I don't think it's that big of a deal that you're moving away from him. Jimmy, on the other hand, but like she doesn't have that close of a relationship with Jimmy. That's more of like a Clark thing. So I don't know. But your boyfriend can fly. Get over it. That's all I'm saying. Let me know your thoughts. Like, share, and subscribe.